Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the Sexy Ninja, in the place to be for our Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast. Brother, we're talking about Monday Night Raw. June 3rd, 2024, Cole Pat on commentary. We're in Hershey, Pennsylvania. We started off with Liv Morgan. Why did she kiss Dom? She tells us why. Because she wants to take everything from mommy, and that includes Dom. Dominic comes out, he's like, and she's being very handsy at a certain point, and Dom's like, I don't know what to do. But here comes Papa Finn. Papa Finn comes in and gets in Liv Morgan's face and says, don't do this. What are you doing? And Liv's like, you can't stop me. They're like, you're not part of the Judgment Day. And Liv's like, you can't stop me. And she rubs Dom's hair as she's leaving, and Dom has a little bit of a smile. Either he broke character or he liked it. Spicy. We got Sheamus cutting a promo before his match. He's going to face Ludwig. And Ludwig attacks him before. But you talk about a banger after banger after banger, bruh. Oh, my God. These two tore it up. Sheamus' chest looks like Santa Claus's robe. Red and all. But, man, Ludwig got the win. But Sheamus is not out. His poor knee. Ludwig gave it his all. Sheamus gave it his all. And it ended up in this banger just to start the show off. We had the spiciness with Liv Morgan and Dominic and Papa Finn. And so we're just rolling now. Judgment Day's backstage. Damian Priest is like, what's going on, guys? Why can't we get our shit together? What's going on with this Liv situation? Damian Priest is like, I got a match tonight. I'm going to take out Rey Mysterio and everything like that. He's getting heated because he's like, I have to fix all these problems. With mommy not here, things fall apart. Then we get Dragunov and Ricochet, and Dragunov's telling Ricochet, like, hey, man, you shouldn't do this match, man. Look at you. And Ricochet's like, hey, we are built differently. I'm built differently. You're built differently. And if I can stand and walk, I'm ready to fight. And Dragunov says, okay. All right. He backs off because, Braun Breaker has been a nuisance for the past few weeks. And we have our first match of the night is Finn Balor versus Dragon Lee. Carlito comes out. Braun, Ray, but it ends up with Finn Balor beating Dragon Lee. This was a fun match. Two high flyers, especially Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee's great, and I wish we would do more with him than not this LWO storyline, because I just feel like that's where they're just tying everybody. They're like, here you go, LWO. But Finn Balor gets to win with all the craziness, and Braun has a match later on. Two Brauns have matches tonight. But Sonya is talking to Natalya as we are in the back and everything like that. The Judgment Day are backstage. Like, what, guys, we got to regroup here. What's going on? Carlito, you got to figure your shit out. Go over, tell Adam Pearce you want a match with Braun Strowman, and he's like, oh, okay. And R-Truth rolls up. He's like, yeah, I remember when I was in the Judgment Day. Those were the best days of my life. And Miz is like, the best days of your life? What about today should be the best day of your life? Well, look at us. We're tag team champions. And R-Truth is like, you're so obsessed with the Judgment Day. It's kind of weird, bro. And he walks off. R-Truth is forever a national treasure. Then we get Sami Zayn coming out cutting a promo. And he calls out Chad. He says, Chad, let's do this face to face. Leave Alpha Academy backstage. But they come out. They have a message from Chad. And it's a really mean message. Even called Maxine. Even Maxine had to read this. So Maxine was like, the Barbie nobody wanted. I was like, damn. Oh, and the guy that could not keep his money in the bank. Talking about Otis. I was like, damn, and really mean to Tozawa. But he says to end this, he wants his match at Clash at the Castle for that Intercontinental Championship. Sami Zayn accepts it. But here comes Chad. Oh, it's just this oh my gosh, just this drama. Just this drama here that's building. And, And as Otis is being yelled at in the corner, Maxine tries to get in. And Chad gets in Maxine's face. Then Tozawa tries to save Maxine. And he's like, both of you, get out of here. Being so mean to them. And here comes Otis. Here comes Otis right in Chad's face. And all of us are like, oh my God, it's about to happen. Oh, but Sammy accidentally got thrown into Otis as he turned around and hugged his fellow friends. They were kicked off the apron. Maxine hurt her leg. Tozawa hurt his arm. And Otis is confused. And Chad's like, it was him. See what he did. And Otis, in confusion, he took out Sami Zayn. We're like, no! Free Otis! Free Otis! Free Otis! And he picked up Maxine. He picked up Tozawa on his shoulders and Maxine in his arms. And he walked him out. I was like, oh, this story's so great. We get Adam Pearce backstage. He's watching this mess, and Braun Breaker comes up, and he's like, what's your problem, man? He goes, you didn't put me in the King of the Ring. And he's like, God damn it. He goes, so I am an unstoppable force you cannot stop. We go back to Alpha Academy. They're hurt. They're sad. They were put down. But here comes Chad, this abusive son of a bitch. He goes, he's like, that was great, guys. We're going to win my Intercontinental Championship back and blah, blah, blah. And later on in the evening, we see him talking to the Creed brothers. So that's still in play. So there's just so much going on with this story. And I think it's all going to unfold at Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle, this is what's going to happen. Ricochet versus Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker breaks Ricochet again. And keeps breaking him and wants to take him out. And here comes Dragunov. All the officials, after Braun gets the win, he starts beating up Ricochet a little bit more, hurting those ribs. But Dragunov said no. And we're going to get Dragunov and Braun Breaker next week, I believe. LWO backstage with Dragon Lee. They're like, hey, man, cheer up. Cheer up, man. Life sucks. No, they didn't say that to him. But, they're telling him, like, hey, it's going to be okay, man. You got to take your licks and got to keep on trucking. We get Natalya versus Kiana James. But she had an interview with Jackie beforehand, so we can be introduced. This is her in-ring debut on Monday Night Raw. And she gets the win over Natalya. Natalya gets frustrated. She's like, God damn it. Then Kathy's with the New Day because they have a big match with AOP later on, and Karrion Kross interrupts again. I think he's going for Xavier. That's my thing. He wants the New Day to explode from the inside. That's what he wants. And the New Day's like, hey, we're strong. We're still here. So back off, Karrion Kross. And Karrion's like, hey, after tonight, you ain't going to need him anymore. And I was like, oh, my goodness, man. Putting the hit on poor Kofi and trying to go after Xavier. We get Natalya. Here comes Sonya. She's working the deals, man. And Natalya says, I need something different. And she walks off. And Sonya's like, I can help you with that. But first, she goes to Zoe and Shayna. And they're like, hey, we don't need you. Back off. So what's Sonya doing? Braun Strowman versus Carlito. Braun Strowman got the win. But, of course, here comes JD. Here comes Finn. And, and the crazy part, here's Dom. They're trying to take out Braun Strowman. And Liv comes and saves Dom before he got squashed like a bug. And I was like, oh, spicy. Okay. I like this. And Braun's like, oh, what's going on? And then they take out the big man, beating him down with the chair. And Braun Strowman problem fixed? Question mark. Then we go into Jade and Belair calling out Shayna and Zoe. They're like, hey, you want us here? We're here. So then Adam comes out, and after their little back and forth jabs on the mic, Adam makes it official, and we got our women's tag team championship match tonight. Jade, Belair versus Shayna and Zoe. It was getting heated up, but it ended in a DQ because here comes Fire and Dawn. I like the fact that Shayna and Zoe didn't attack Fire and Dawn because they're both heel stables, heel teams, and they just took out Jade and Belair. I was like, okay, because Shayna stopped and Zoe stopped. They looked at Fire and Dawn. They're like, yeah, we beat down Jade and Belair. That's good for us. And they leave, but I know they want their rematch. Kathy's with Damian Priest. he's talking about he's going to take out Rey Mysterio and make all these problems go away. Here comes Drew, that bastard. Here comes Drew. He's talking shit. He's like, hey, I'll see you soon, man. And all this is going to go away at Clash at the Castle when I take that championship away from you. Then we have Jey Uso in the crowd, man. He is hot. He is hot. Because it's just, oh, God, that crowd, man. When he gets out there, putting his arms and everything like that, oh, so good. Jey Uso has declared, I am going to be winning the Money in the Bank. Yeet in the bank. Yeet. So Jey Uso let us know he's going to be in the Money in the Bank, and that's July 6th. So look at this. Look at this lineup real quick before we review more of the show. June 9th, this Sunday, NXT Battleground. Next week, June 15th, Clash at the Castle. Then July 6th, Money in the Bank. WWE ain't holding back. They're putting the bullets in the thing, and they're like, let's bring them bangers, bro. Pow, pow, pow. They ain't stopping. Kathy's with Lyra. She's, she's like, hey, I didn't win the Queen of the Ring, blah, 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 but I'm going to show this company who I am. I'm going to do what I need to do. Then Io attacks her. Io's frustrated, just attacks her, and still throwing things afterwards. So we're going to have Lyra and Io face each other next week on Raw. And we have the New Day versus AOP. AOP got the win. And, the finish was interesting. Karrion distracted Kofi, so Xavier couldn't get the tag, and Kofi realizes too late. So putting doubt in Xavier's mind, like, what were you doing talking to him? Huh? What were you doing? Jackie gets from Fire and Dawn. They're like, hey, we're just putting everybody on notice because if everyone's just getting tag team championship opportunities, we're going to take ours and show you who we are. Fire and Dawn out. Now we get into the main event. Rey Mysterio versus Damian Priest. Fun match to end the show. And I love the fact that Judgment Day was all over this bad boy, man. We're putting them back in the forefront. Damian Priest got the win because we had Carlito come out, Dragon Lee come out, JD, Finn. And after all this madness, here comes Drew, ruining Damian Priest's celebration of winning this match. And he takes out Damian Priest, but not for long. They get the numbers game, and they take out Drew, and that's the way we end this show, with Damian Priest holding his championship over Drew McIntyre's body and saying, suck it. Judgment Day out. I'm sorry. That's the way we end the show. A lot going on in the Raw, all the Liv Morgan stuff, all the Judgment Day stuff. I'm here for it, baby. Match of the night? Ooh. Oh, man. I gotta say Ricochet and Braun Breaker, even though it ended with Braun breaking Ricochet, it was a really fun match. I had a lot of fun with that. The main event was great, too. So, overall, 5 out of 5 for this Raw. Didn't feel short at all. So, June 3rd, 2024, Hershey, Pennsylvania. And Cole and Pat are on commentary. All right, y'all. Like and subscribe. Share the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo. Tell me what you thought of the show. Drop those comments below. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
And Breaker off quick as a cat. Oh, my goodness! Frankensteiner by Breaker.